Well, I don't wear any lights. It's more restful without it.
You said you were fine.
Yeah, I am fine, but my eyes, my eyes need the rest, and the dark is soothing. Haven't you ever felt like that?
Why don't you just lie back, huh?
No, in a few minutes.
All right, I give up. I mean, I don't know what to do anymore. I really don't know what
do you mean?
Well, I can't seem to come up with anything that's going to make you comfortable or happy. Well, as far as I can see, you've come through a great deal. And I think that you should just be grateful and enjoy it.
Yeah, we should.
And instead, you're so nervous. I can't even get you to relax. Oh, my God. Paul? What's the matter?
Oh, no, it's all right. I was just thinking,
What?
well, maybe I should, lie down and you could sit beside me.
Oh, yeah, that's one swell idea. We'll do that.
No, I'll rest, and I'll be fine.
Except I won't be. Now, I want you to stop treating me as though I were too dense to understand. And I want you to stop protecting the little woman from what's going on out there. You're locked in a darkened room. I know you've been writing letters all day. I haven't even been allowed to read the letters that you've written me in the first place. And something very wrong is going on here. And I want to know what it is.
Leslie's murder charge keeps her from finding her daughter. One life to live, General Hospital. Today, following all my children.
Haven't heard a word since Bonnie left. How long has it been?
Midnight now, in almost 45 minutes.
Where do you think she went?
Like a phone call, maybe? Contact their control.
Well, if she was going to meet someone, why didn't they just meet here?
Jenny, an organization like this is set up in cells. That way, nobody knows any more than absolutely necessary.
Oh, I see. If someone came here, then they'd know about us.
Yeah, they'd know where Bonnie's keeping us, right?
That man that tried to kill Paul Kendall, they let him come here.
Get a feeling he's been brought in from the outside.
Well, then it doesn't matter if he knows, I guess.
Right. Still can't figure out this last move. It was just to make contact with the police or somebody outside. Bonnie's had plenty of time.
It took long enough.
I told you before, I use different things every time. We secure in here?
Yeah, everything's quiet. I haven't heard a word.
Don't you give him the pills?
No, I don't think it's a good idea when there's only one of us here. What happened? Who'd you call?
Wait a minute. A new contact on their side. I think it's going to work out very well.
What's that?
Hot milk to help you go to sleep?
Yeah.
That is, if you ever decide to go to bed. Honey, you're exhausted. Can't that wait till morning?
Well, the sooner we get it done, honey, the sooner we can get everything in motion. Get all my people out on the streets.
What else could that be? Who is it?
Brad Vernon. Ed, you gotta help me.
What's the matter, Brad?
Big call. We've only got 12 hours and they're gonna kill Jenny.
That's what it sounded like.
Who could that be?
No, it could be almost anybody. Ed Hall, maybe. I don't know. Here she comes.
Well, thought you'd like to know this is going to be your last night here.
Well, now, isn't that a shame, Jenny? We're just getting settled in, weren't we? How come?
Let's just say there are developments. Have you made contact with the police? Do you expect me to answer that?
Why shouldn't you?
Because there's no need for either of you to know. But we do want you to get a good night's sleep, though. So if you'll take this, what is it? Just your nice, normal bedtime sedation.
Go ahead and take it. It won't hurt you.
You do that one more time, I'll tear you apart.
Orders then. Come on, right.
What do you got against a good night's sleep?
I just feel safer being awake, that's all. Well, you're kidding yourself. How safe you are depends on what your friends do.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not they're going to deliver Paul Kendall to you.
Yeah, you got it.
No, it's not about to happen.
That's what you think. Damn near did tonight.
Herman, that's enough.
When are you moving us out of here?
Like I said, that depends on your friends. Now, either way, this is going to be your last night. Sleep well.
Thank you. All right.
She doesn't care about anything, does she? She doesn't care whether we live or die.
Take it easy. Who called you?
I told you, Bonnie Harmer.
Well, you didn't tell me, Brad, but go on. What'd she say?
Oh, she said, all right. She said that there's a small private airfield north of town. It's run by a man named Atwood.
Ken Atwood, right?
You know him?
Yes, ex-pilot. What about him?
All right, well, Paul Kendall has to be there tomorrow at 12. She says it's out in the open and they can see if anybody else is there.
Yeah, all right. What else?
And he has to be there alone, and if he's going to be there at 12, then we have to give them a message on WBLE. I wrote it down.
Did she say what they were going to do?
Yes. If he's not there at 12, 1 hour later they're going to dump Jenny's body somewhere. And then, if nothing happens after that, 12 hours later, they're going to kill Joe Riley. And I told them there was nothing I could do, that it wasn't up to me, but she wouldn't listen. She said I'd find a way, and she just hung up.
Okay, you did the right thing, Brad. Let me get to headquarters. I'll use the phone in the bedroom. Take it easy.
Can I get you anything?
No, I'm all right. You know what was so awful was her voice. It was like she was passing the time of day with me. It was worse than that. It was like she was enjoying saying what she was going to do. She was just talking about hurting Jenny.
Dad! What happened? You know, I thought I heard that buzzer, but then after I heard your voice... Brad, this is Jenny.
Mama, she's still all right. Still all right.
But they say if they don't get Paul Kendall by noon tomorrow...
Oh, well, you came to the right place, now didn't you? Ed is in there working on it right now.
He's in the bedroom, calling.
Yeah, and I'm sure that he knows how to handle it.
What can he do? I mean, how do you handle people who don't care about any human life? They just talk about killing as if it were... I don't know.
Okay. Wheels are in motion. Excuse me, Brad. You can reach me through headquarters, huh?
Well, hey, wait, Ed, what wheels? What are you going to do?
We got some leads. We were going to wait till morning, but I think we just push everything ahead now.
Okay, well, what leads? I mean, can I go with you, please?
No, Brad. Why don't you go back home? They may call you again, okay?
Please, be careful.
I will, honey, I will.
Wait, hey, Ed, look, I could ask Hannah to stay by the phone.
Brad, look, I don't have time to argue with you now, all right? Why don't you go home and wait till I call you, okay? Come on.
Everything is going to be all right. The Lord is going to look out for her. You'll see.
Joe, why don't you give up? Why don't you just rest a little bit?
No. They let their guard down in there. I think there might be a chance to bust out of this place.
The last chance. Joe, you don't have to put up a front for me. I understand what she was saying. If they don't turn Paul Kendall over to them, this could be our last night alive. And there's nothing new since the call for Brad? Let's see. Ed is at headquarters now? No, I'll stay right here by the phone. I'm not going anywhere. Well, Richard's here. He'll keep me company. Okay, Vinny, thanks for calling. Bye.
They expect Bonnie Harmon to contact you here tonight?
Well, I think it's possible. He thinks she's going to try and contact anyone she can to pressure us into working on the police, on the federal officials.
Yeah. So we'll give Paul to them, huh? Are they kidding?
Well, of course, I can't do it. It's inconceivable to me that I could go and talk to Paul or anyone else and even suggest that... Did I tell you I spoke with Pat?
No.
Yes, she said that Paul wants to surrender himself. Thank God this is out of his hands. Because I know exactly how Joe would feel. He would carry that responsibility with him for the rest of his life. That Paul had wanted to sacrifice his life for him, for Jenny. Oh, God, Richard. If only they wanted money.
Well, the money's the last thing they're interested in, Vicky.
They really are the most dangerous type.
Look, they took pity on Jim Craig, didn't they? So they've got to have some sense of humanity.
Thank you. I was hanging on to that thought myself. I think maybe you should go home.
Only if you promise that you'll get some rest if I leave.
Oh, yeah, I promise I will.
Okay. Well, you call me. You call me if you hear anything. Call me anything at all.
Yeah, I will. Thank you, Richard. I really don't know what I would have done without you the past few days.
Yeah.
Everything's going to work out for both of us, isn't it?
You better believe it. Okay, get some rest, okay? Hey, come on. Vicky. You sure you're going to be all right? right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Go on, get out of here. I'm fine, really.
Good night.
And you know she's in all of our prayers, and you know that.
Yeah. Thank you, Sadie. Thank you very much for the coffee.
Our pleasure. And please let us know if there's anything that we can do.
Good night.
Night. Oh, my. What a hard way for a boy to grow up.
Very.
Yeah, you know, I think when this gets over and he gets Jenny back, I think that's going to make a much better man of him than before.
He at least seems to appreciate her now.
Well, I always thought he appreciated her. I think he even worshipped her. But the problem is he's got to realize that where love is concerned, he's got to give as well as take. And he's just like a little child, you know. He's been always taking. Or maybe... Did Ed tell you what he's planning on doing?
Oh, he said he was going to search some 7 or 8 blocks on the south side, house to house. I don't know. It sounds like such a needle in the haystack kind of thing.
Well, if there's a needle to be found, I think Ed will find it.
Yes, and he'll do it by working 24 hours a day until he drops.
Oh, well, you would do the same way, wouldn't you? If you knew that there were 2 lives at stake. Oh, sweetheart, you've got to be very proud of your husband.
I am. It's just that at this point I wish it were all over and he would get back to me in one piece.
Ortiz, you and your partner take these 2 blocks here, all right? Red, now pay particular attention to this apartment complex down here at the end of the street. What's the name?
Presidential Garden.
Right. And we're looking at basement apartments and/or ground floor apartments. Now, if you see anything suspicious, you make a note of it and you come back and tell me, all right? Do not move in. Now, listen. There are hostages in there who may be dead if we don't play this thing cool enough, all right?
Okay, Lieutenant.
Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, get going.
Yes, sir.
All right, Benny, that leaves these last 2 streets over here. I saved those for you and me. Let's get going.
Hey, you're late for your nightcap, Roy. I just about thought you were sick or something.
Just could be it then. Herb, take a look at it. What do you see?
What am I supposed to be looking for?
Spots.
Spots.
Yeah, like measles. Listen, I went into a lieutenant's apartment tonight. You know that basement sublet I've been telling you about? Lady in there has German measles. How do you like that?
You see it?
She was in the bedroom hollering and carrying on. Hey, give me my regular, will you, Herb?
Well, I wouldn't worry about it, Roy. Can't catch measles through a closed door.
I'm not so sure. When they hustled me out of there. Tell you this, weird people in the world, Herb. Would you believe that tenant had a gun? Hey, thanks, buddy.
Really? What kind?
Looked like a 45. Really couldn't tell.
You an old infantryman and you couldn't tell the difference?
Hey, could have been any kind of automatic. It's funny, but the old boy didn't look like the type.
What type?
Cop. Hey, I mean, that's what he's got to be, right?
Darling, your eggs are going to get cold. Now you're ready for coffee.
Thank you, Miss Hopkins. You have to wait on me, you know.
Yeah, I know. Is there anything new since that came out?
Well, they got another call from Bonnie Harmer. And the police think they might know the whereabouts of Joe and Jenny.
Really? When I listened to the 8 o'clock news on the radio this morning, they didn't say a word about that.
Well, they don't want to alert Cantrell and Armor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Hey, did you write that story?
Yeah, I requested the story.
Why? Because you're so close to the Rileys.
Because it's big news. I'm a reporter, remember? Besides, keeps me busy.
Oh, yeah. Well, it isn't easy to forget, is it? No matter how busy you are.
Miss Hopkins, have you talked to Becky? Have you seen her?
No, I haven't, Richard.
Have you tried?
No. Because I hope that Becky would make the first move towards me. I think it's better that way, you know what I mean?
Mrs. Hopkins, look, if you can see your way clear. You know Becky thinks the world of you. I think she talked to you, but you have to make the first move.
Oh, dear. Maybe that poor child does need somebody to talk to now.
Look, I don't think her husband would be suspicious of you being her landlady and all. You do it, Mrs. Hopkins, huh? I really think she needs you at this point.
Okay. But Richard, now you have to do something for me.
Sure, what?
And yourself. I don't want you to let your hopes build up, okay? Now, I know how difficult it is for you because I know how much you love Becky, but now you have to start and try to forget. The hurt's not going to go away until you do.
Miss Hopkins, I'm all right, okay?
They didn't put the announcement on the radio. Well, that means they're not coming through with Kendall. We've blown it.
Herman, we haven't blown anything yet.
You never give up, do you? I mean, you're going to keep at it till you get us killed.
I'm not going to stop until I get Kendall. Now, if you want out, my offer from last night still holds.
Stuff's stale.
Too bad. I'm not going to risk going out to the grocery store, not at this point.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to keep my promise. If they don't give us the signal on the radio, if Kendall's not at that airport at noon,
You're going to kill her.
of course. We went all over this last night, Herman. She's not important to us except as a symbol. We have got to show those people we keep our word.
So you'd murder her. Just to prove to them that we keep our word.
It's not murder. It's for the cause. Besides, her death is their responsibility. They forced it on us. Oh, Joe. Joe, what time is it?
School after 8:30.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sleep so low.
It's okay.
Anything going on out there?
No, you didn't miss a thing. Why don't you go back to sleep, Jenny? You could use the rest.
Take a look at him in daylight. Yeah, it's a good idea. I think with people on the street, we'll probably be less conspicuous.
Yeah.
Probably can move in closer, too.
Right.
How much longer are you guys going to be here?
Why?
Well, because they generally open up at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah? You get customers in here that early?
Sure. I got 3 or 4 of the regulars from the neighborhood come in every morning. I mean, it's going to look kind of funny if I don't open up.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get another command post after midnight then. That'll be at 9 o'clock.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Yeah, all right.
Then we'll check out these other 2 places.
Okay.
Lieutenant,
Yeah?
I think I've got a light one.
Where?
That project, Presidential Gardens?
Yeah.
It's the basement apartment on the corner of that building right here, right there. You know, the blinds are